This is the ActionCOACH Bolton Business Extra podcast. Every week we're going to be talking to a different business owner about their journey in business, the successes they've had, the mistakes they've made along the way, and what advice they've got for other business owners wherever you happen to be on your journey. Welcome to the latest edition of the Business Extra podcast. I'm joined today again by Mr. Philip Collins, the owner and founder of SEO Enterprise. We're going to talk about Phil's journey through business and recent journey through the pandemic and looking forward to what's happening afterwards. So good afternoon, Phil.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
You're more than welcome. It's good to see you again. First of all, introduce yourself and what you and your business do. Tell me how long you've been in business. Tell me about your team and your purpose, your why. Why you do what you do.
Yeah, it's a very easy question to answer. So my name's Philip Collins, otherwise known as Phil Collins, not that one. I own founder of SEO Enterprise, like you said. So we're a small team of 4 at the moment. We've been up and down over the last 6 years. We've been in business. I'll be turning 6 in June. The main purpose of SEO Enterprise, or the main reason I started SEO Enterprise, because I suppose you could say I've been around the block, worked for a lot of companies, and I never found a happy space. I was very, very into customer service. I started my journey in retail, and customer service was the biggest thing that was shoved down my throat, and it kind of just blended in and it fit with how I kind of wanted to do things. And I went from SEO company to SEO company, and they just didn't quite get that customer service bit right. And I just felt the customer was always being put after money. It didn't feel right for me. I didn't like it. So we had a lot of arguments, I suppose, or clashes with the managers, and I didn't like lying to people, and I kept getting put in that situation where I had to lie to people to try and get the invoice paid, and I just didn't like being in that situation. So the opportunity came around to start up and go by myself. And I thought, let's just bring SEO back into a light that people could be proud of, have a company that people could be proud of, and see what I can do. I'm quite arrogant in my SEO skill set, so let's see what I can do and maybe make a business out of it. So that's how I started. That was my why, just to try and put people they deserve to be, make it all about them.
Okay, and what's your vision, Phil? What's your vision for SEO Enterprise?
The original vision was to just have a company or a brand that people could be proud of, and just live happily off that. Since then, things have changed at home, where family's become the major priority. That's what I want to be. Happy with spend more time with family, a business to run that gives me the luxury of being there for my kids and doing things for my kids that I suppose my dad never was for me, type thing. So it's one of them. Yeah, that's the main goal now, is dream big and just be comfortable. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be a millionaire. I just want to be comfortable and not worry about money, but not have to worry about money from the being rich side as well. Yeah,
because you've got a wife and 3 young children now. So 3 young girls, haven't you? 2 twins just arrived recently?
Yes, we had May COVID twin babies, as they're being called now. So, twin girls, they're 9 months now, and a 4-year-old to top it all off. All girls, Brilliant. All loving makeup.
So you might not want to be a millionaire, but you've got a certain target in mind for profit from the company to keep you and your family comfortable. Yeah. So tell me more about who you serve. Who's your target market or markets then, Phil?
So my target market is anyone with a website, in a nutshell. That's what we can provide. That's what we can do. We can guide you in senses that we can put you in the right direction if we can't use that website. So SEO can be done on any website. There's no kind of restrictions in the sense of the restrictions come into play of what keywords you want to target. So our target audience is anyone with a website, really. But we provide ourselves, we like to work with quite closely with CEOs and the team. So we quite like the community feel. We quite like working locally, just because SEO for me is goes back to being a big online gamer. As a big gamer, so that buzz of being page 1, I get a massive buzz for putting someone on page 1. That's my thrill. That's why I do SEO. It was never about the money. It was always that buzz. Mm-hmm. So it's easier. It seems to benefit more if you do it locally. There's a lot shorter wait time. So my target audience at the moment is generally local companies. just because I get a better kind of connection, I get a better relationship with them, and it's not all blue chip, quite professional in the sense that we can do that, and I've done that. I've got clients on board that have that package, but I do get a lot more enjoyment with the community feel, helping someone who actually needs it and deserves it.
Yeah. So you're based in Manchester, so by local, is that northwest for you, or just in Greater Manchester?
Well, I mean local keywords wise. So it's websites that target locally. So it could be anywhere in the UK. But if they're targeting, for example, a hair salon or beauty salon or something, they won't target hair salon on a national scale because they've only got one shop in a certain area. So it's someone targeting locally, wanting local people to come to them.
I see. So yes, wherever they happen to be, their target markets are within a specific geography around them.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. Okay, got that now. And so, look, we can't ignore the fact that we've had a pandemic for the last year. What's been the greatest impact of COVID-19 on your business?
Adapting to different situations has been the biggest impact. Obviously, you look at finances all the time, so it's like having an office, paying for rent and not using it. I've barely used an office for a year, and I've paid a year's worth of rent. So the impact has always been financial. I think it's hit my clients a lot harder than it hit me, especially the first one when there's a lot more unknown. So we did a hell of a lot of trying to work around them, changing budgets, changing strategies. So the impact the impact has hurt my clients that we've adapted to try and not lose them and keep them going without having to kind of lose all the work we've done in the past from an SEO perspective. And just keep that feel. We don't want to be as harsh as can't pay your bill, right? Bye. It's not who we're about. It's let's see what we can do. Let's make it both work for both of us and go from there. So the impact has hurt me financially in that sense, but it's also in a positive light. It's made me understand clients a lot more. I'm a lot closer with my clients now, and that's given me that original purpose of why I got into the SEO company in the first place.
Yeah. So, I mean, you talked about adapting to work more closely with your clients. Can you tell us one or two specific actions that you've taken that have made a difference and how it's working?
Well, a lot of times, before the COVID, a lot of times, the meetings and the kind of talks that we used to have were always quite kind of boring, unprofessional, unemotional in the sense that it was, always a lot of data. Are we doing a good job? Yes. You're on page one for this, progression this. Yes. Everyone's happy. When it came to kind of the COVID of like what strategy of what's going to be hit, clients opened up a lot more. I opened up a lot more, and to say, well, look, this is the unknown. We're both in the unknown now. And it broke down that kind of, I see it broke down the professional barrier to say, well, actually, they're now friends. They're now people, that I care about. And it's changed how I want to deliver the service. I want to have that personal level of service for me and my staff. They want to have that personal impact, not just provide a service. We can treat the service, and we can also treat the client as well. So that's what we want to do. That's what we see it as. So it's changed how we adapt and how we kind of do our customer journey. It's completely changed from when pandemic hit, and in a good way, in a positive way.
Yeah. Okay. What wins have you seen? A lot of businesses have been through a tough time during COVID. Some businesses are doing better. Some businesses are challenged. Some businesses are sort of on a par with where they were at the same time last year. So have you had some wins?
I've had a lot of the wins have been more personal. A lot of the wins have been a lot more personal, but that's based on the back of the business is alive. It's survived, where a lot of people can't say that. So
yeah,
the fact that I've been able to pay staff every month and still have the money to pay staff and myself and take care of my family at the same time, that's the biggest win that I'll ever need or want. The business, we've lost clients, we've gained clients, we've helped a lot more people out as well. Especially in the industry, in the restaurant business, we've helped keep them alive, help them keep active, help them keep mentally active as well. What a lot of people have, we noticed a lot of friends or client friends, a lot of them shut down, gave up and not done anything, got bored. And some of them have recently found their way into quite a depressive state, and it hurts when friends and people you've interacted with have gone down that route. So it's giving them ideas, giving them things to do to keep them active, to keep them because a lot of them live some of them do live on their own, some of them not got the family yet. They can't go to the immediate family because of COVID. So it's keeping them things to keep them active, keep them busy, and not wasting kind of the time they've had as well. So it's being able to kind of communicate with people, help people on the mental health side as well. they're my wins. Financially, we're probably being roughly around about the same boat as what we was beforehand, but that's with the kind of shift of going up and down, with everything going on. But the wins have been more of an emotional sector than the kind of a fact-finding kind of who you are kind of sense. But obviously, I've spent a lot of time with the kids being at home. It's positive. It's also negative. So when you've done Zoom calls and they come running going, Daddy, and, I need a bum wiping. It's like, no, I'm trying to sell something here. It's a little bit different. So the wins there are all about kind of a lot personal, but it comes back, and without kind of praising my coach too much, if this impacted before I had my coach, I wouldn't have got through it. And I've said this before, I would not have got through it because I would not have had the tools to actually adapt and get through it. I would have been one of the people that I've give up because I wouldn't have known where to go, All I seen was first lockdown hit, clients panicking, I'm panicking, not got the tools, they're pausing campaigns, I'm going, look, the staff wages are not there. We've grown. We had 3 at the start of the campaign. We did try an apprentice during the kind of pandemic as well. So we had 5, and we unfortunately had to let the apprentice go for reasons I don't really want to discuss. But so we have grown staff wise in COVID. So there are lots of positives and a lot of wins I see. More about how we do things, and the way we do it, and you can see a lot more difference in the way we're moving forward. So the future proposals and things like that, the clients that are due to come on board are going to be a lot happier and a lot better to benefit from what we've learned during this pandemic.
Great. You can mention your coach's name if you want to. I'll let you.
I'll put it in the description at the end.
So, look, you've mentioned some of your challenges that you've had to overcome already. And some of the adjustments you've made. What adjustments have you made? Are you going to carry on doing as we come out of the pandemic?
I want to carry on being there for my clients, because a lot of people, what we've learned, the clients have come to me for, you absorb a lot of knowledge. You absorb a lot of knowledge that you just don't think you're an expert on, or that you think, well, people should already know this, or who am I to say that sort of thing? Because there's a lot of knowledge that people don't actually know, and it's being able to kind of have that feel of clients go, look, yes, I'm SEO, yes, we're good at SEO, but we do know people, we do know things that can help in other ways. So, talk to us. We're not going to sit there. I ain't going to charge you for something I don't do, but I know someone that will charge you for it, that'll do a good job for you. And we've vetted them, and we've kind of done they won't be my partner if I didn't trust them. So it's that kind of personal feel, like that touch to a client to say, yes, we're an SEO. This is what we do. That's what we're good at. Look, we'll take care of that. Explain how much in detail, how much detail you want on that. But come to us for if you need help. We go into it saying, what are your goals for your business, not your website? Let's see what we can do. Primarily, our biggest tool is SEO, so this will take a big chunk of this goal out the equation. We'll nail it for that. But what else can we do and help you with? Don't keep us in the dark for other goals. It's that kind of touch of give us your goals are now our goals, not just from an SEO point of view. So it's that feel, it's that constant communication that we want with clients. That's what we want to kind of push. That's what we want to get on with, and that's what we want to stick with. That communication feel, rather than just being an invoice at the end of the month or just sending out reports weekly and going, yay, we've done this, done that. It's that feel of like, look, let's push on, let's push further. I can't do my job without the information from you. So, let us into your family, let us into your kind of business, and let us know what your goals are.
Yeah, I mean, we coined, well, I don't know whether we coined the phrase, I'm sure it's been around for years, but back at the start of the pandemic, we were talking to our clients about being able to market with compassion. Have your customers' wants and needs and desires right at the very heart of what you do. And, think about them first and foremost, rather than trying to think about selling them something.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, it's been said that smart people learn from the mistakes and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So what mistakes did you make along the way? And how can other entrepreneurs learn from your experience?
So how long have I got?
I don't just mean during COVID, but since you started your journey.
I wouldn't say I've made too many mistakes. I've made probably wrong calls in a sense, but they've always turned out to just be a wrong call. It's not a mistake. It was something we tried that didn't quite work out. I don't like calling them mistakes. I can't think of a mistake. Decisions, maybe thinking the apprentice was a bit too much. With the time factor that we've got in place. there's certain things we've tried, use things that haven't quite panned out. Marketing avenues that we did try email marketing during a pandemic, didn't quite work out, didn't really turn into anything. So was it a mistake? No, but I learned something from it, so it was worth doing. So in a sense, it was a mistake because I didn't get the goal out of it that I needed from it or achieve from it. But it's something I haven't done before, something I wanted to try, see if it would work. It didn't. So I've learned from that, but I did get a lot of data from it in the sense that, there's something I need to work on. But yeah, I suppose I tried the wrong colour lipstick on with Emily doing my makeup once. That's a mistake I didn't come up with. I didn't go down too well. But yeah, there's quite a lot of the home mistakes that you make, But the wife, I'll let the wife to tell you like the description later or something.
Right. We'll have a word later on. Some of the most successful entrepreneurs that I've spoken to and read about, when you ask them what makes them more successful, they will say, well, I've made more mistakes than anybody else. And it's making sure you learn from those, whatever you call them, whether you call them mistakes or something else.
Yeah. I mean, over the years I've made, like I said, I think I even did a LinkedIn post not long ago about, the networking group that we're in, that, there's lots of us in there. We all share our mistakes quite frequently, and a lot of us are all in the digital marketing side or the digital world, if you like. It's just nice to kind of see people making the same mistakes or even different mistakes that you thought about. So yeah, I think sharing mistakes is something I've learned a hell of a lot from as well. Plus, but I think the biggest thing I've learned as well is don't have fear of making the mistake.
Yeah,
that's something I learned over COVID is don't have fear. Don't do it because you're afraid of making a mistake or fear of doing it wrong.
Yeah,
it's worse not doing anything than at least trying it.
And as a leader of your team as well, encourage your team to take risks as well. As they're learning and growing, they're bound to make mistakes along the way. So in a good open environment where they're allowed to take risks and make the occasional mistake, they're going to grow much more quickly.
Yeah, well, we always when we do our staff meetings, my biggest thing is, look, try it. You don't have to come to me for every little thing. If you want to try something, try it. As long as it doesn't kill someone, go, make sure it's something that it's something you believe in, something you're passionate about, something that you want to try. Try it. I'll give you the freedom to try it. Mistakes are going to be made. We're open with our clients. We do say at the start we'll probably try different things that other people might not work. Might not do. We'll always kind of come back through you and not just do it, but we are kind of then throw mud at the wall kind of companies and see what sticks, because you just never know, especially with the COVID pandemic. You don't know what's going to work, what's not going to work. Things are changing so fast that it's better to try something than not, and sometimes it's the weirdest things that work.
If you could go back to before the beginning of last March, just before the lockdown began, what one thing would you have done sooner, do you think, with hindsight?
I don't know. It's hard to say because the twins came in May. There's not much I would have done sooner because I was always waiting for that. I would, if anything, what I did was because I knew the twins were coming and I wanted to take some time away, I did make sure the staff were well informed and well ready to go without working with me. So I basically, any time that I had, I basically went out there and did a lot of free kind of one-on-ones, SEO coaching, one-on-ones audits, and doing a lot of kind of local business work, helping them make their website work for them. So I would have done that sooner. I really, really enjoyed that, helping people who just didn't have a Scooby-Doo or being told one thing. It's like, well, no, that's not right. They're paying for something that's not actually working that they're being told it is. And it's like, well, have you got one in your pocket now? No, well, it's not working. It's something as simple as that. So it was, it's quite likely to help a lot of community people and help a lot of people, especially people that are close to kind of my network and helping friends of friends and things like that. Really kind of, I really, really enjoyed that. I didn't make a penny from it. So I really, really enjoyed it. And to be fair, I did get a couple of clients from it. So it was well worth doing from that point of view. But I really enjoyed kind of educating people on SEO. I didn't realize how in the dark people still are about it.
Yeah. There's an old networking phrase, isn't there, coined by BNI, givers gain. And it's for me, it's very true. Whether it's in a networking environment or your normal environment, the more you give, the more you tend to get. So thanks. We've got a little bit of time left. If I've got a couple of more questions. First of all, what are you most looking forward to post-lockdown?
That's how too harsh getting away from the kids. I know I phrased them at the start, but I'm a definite go to work dad. I need to go to work. So I think being back in the office and, talking to people, about other things than Peppa Pig and Pikachu and things would be nice. Would be a nice change of pace.
Yeah. And what over the last year or right now, what inspires you most today, Phil?
It'll always be my kids. It'll always be. I don't want them. I mean, they've had, especially the twins. They've had the first year of absolute crazy. Emily's first year at school has been absolutely crazy, unpredictable, and you can tell the emotions that even at the twins' age, you can tell the emotions are really affecting them. I don't want me to be any worse than that. I don't want money or stress or things that they shouldn't be worried about being something they're worried about. Worrying about the parents getting ill and things like that. I mean, you probably can't see too much, but I've got several chins and I want to get rid of a few. So, these are the type of things that inspire me to say, look, I don't want my kids to worry about my health.
Yeah.
I don't want kids to worry about my food or my financial situations. So I just want to be in a place where everyone's comfortable. And I want to spend some time with the kids. Like we did, I took a couple of days off this week and to help do the homeschooling. And I really enjoyed it, weirdly enough. I even learned a few things. So it was quite nice. So I want more of that. And the business is giving me the platform to do that.
Yeah.
My wife inspires me every day. She's an absolute trooper. She just gets on with it. And I don't know how she does it. I spend 2 hours at home with the 3 kids and I want to scream, shout and kill someone. So how she does it every day is beyond me, and trying to keep them out the kind of office room we've got is just magical. So be able to give her that back when the business is that's able to help out more is something I don't think money can buy. So the business can buy it in that sense. So that's what inspires my family.
Good. 2 more questions. What have you learned? It's easy for me to say, isn't it? What have you learned about yourself during this time?
My biggest kind of thing I've learned is I can do it. It's as simple as that. A lot of times where, I think there's a lot of phrases that you kind of quoted and stories that you told where, you sat there on 8 o'clock on a Friday night going, I need to pay some wages on Monday, where the money from?
Yeah.
And that stress of like overworking and working silly. I've been through that and I did that the hard way. It's like, it isn't healthy, but I've not felt overwhelmed at all during the pandemic. And I was talking to someone about it last week, and it's like, it's weird. My mental strength has changed quite a lot. Having been someone who suffered with mental health in the past, you always fear a relapse. You always fear that kind of something triggering you to the sense that I'm going to collapse or go overwhelmed certainly. And it's not even any sign of it. So the biggest thing for me is I can do it. Not only can I do it, I can thrive under it. And yeah, is it hard? Yes. Is it killing you? Yes. I mean, I took sleep out the equation, 9 months ago when the twins were born. So that helped me out quite a bit. So, there's a lot more time, there's a lot more thought process into it. But yeah, the mental side of my own mental strength, I think, has been the biggest learning curve. A lot of techniques business wise, a lot of strategies business wise, and lead generation sources business wise. But the biggest thing is just my own mental health.
Yeah. Okay, Phil, listen, thank you very much. I've got one final question for you. These interviews are designed to help other business owners as well as promoting your own business as well. If you had one piece of advice to give to another business owner, wherever they are on the business journey right now, what would that be?
Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to take advantage of free things, free advice, free help, free anything. We can't do this on our own. Anyone that does is alien or something, but anyone who goes out on their own as a business owner, even as a co-business owner, and thinks they can do it all on their own without any help is in my eyes, delusional. You need help. You need experts doing what they're good at, and you can't be the expert of everything. Don't be afraid to ask is the best advice I give any new people, even business starting up, the startup business. A lot of people are trying to start up businesses in the pandemic. Due through no real choice. Don't be afraid to ask. The people out there offering free websites, there's people out there offering free advice. monthly websites. It's not yours till you pay all, fees. Take advantage of it. Don't be afraid to kind of accept people's help.
Okay.
People want to help, let them help you.
Phil, it's been an absolute pleasure as ever talking to you. If people want to get in touch with you to talk to you and ask you questions about SEO and SEO Enterprise, how do they get in touch with you?
So the easiest way is through the website, through seoenterprise.co.uk. The phone number is 0161 826 1999. Very easy number to remember. But there's many other social media platforms that I'm always around through. But yeah, just go through the website, send me an email, and I'll definitely get back to you. Okay,
brilliant. You can look Phil up on LinkedIn as well. So thank you very much, Phil. Thanks for your time. It's been a brilliant half hour. The best way to kick off our interview series. I look forward to speaking to you soon. That's Phil Collins from SEO Enterprise.
Thank you.